Okay, we would like to welcome everyone. Ito na po, no, you are joining the UP NISMED webinars on K-12 Science. Today's webinar is already our 6th in the series. And again, this is a unique one because unlike the other webinars where we had resource persons from NISMED, today our resource persons will be our attendees and community members. Now, we have invited some of you to join us as presenters, and we are going to have one invited presentation from a community member who is both a trainer and a grade 7 science teacher. So that's something really to look forward to. And I hope those of you who are in right now, in case you have ready some materials you'd like us to see during the open sharing in a while, please let us know. That just type in the chat window any indication to tell us that you are sharing pictures, for instance, or example documents, or some ideas from your own experiences. So let us know. So we will provide you the floor later on during the open sharing. Alright, so you are now looking at our agenda for this afternoon. We will be spending a few minutes for the preliminaries, so we will get everybody started and their audio devices ready. So in a short while, I'd like you to check out your audio setups, and then also check whether you can hear us loud and clear, so we will have a better interaction this afternoon. Alright, so we will do the sharing of experiences starting 4:15 or earlier if we are not seeing more coming in. And then this sharing of experiences will be focused on mostly on the third quarter implementation. So focusing on the physics topics of grade 7 science. We will have one presentation from Arellano High School, and our presenter will also share her experiences as trainer for the Division of Manila. After her presentation, we will have the question and answer session again on the presentation. Then we will go to part 2, which is the open sharing of your implementation experiences, covering mostly quarter 3 implementation, but also grade 7 science in general, insofar as the first 3 grading periods are concerned. So we will have more of the sharing during that time. And then, of course, as usual, we would like to invite you to provide us feedback about the webinar. And also we will be giving you a couple of announcements. And then we finally wrap up at 5:30. Okay? So, again, this is the 6th webinar in our series. And we'd like to welcome you all again, especially the members of Kasama Teachers. So at this point, let us get our audio. Everyone, I'd like you to go to the meeting menu and then click on the audio setup wizard, just to make sure that your audio devices are configured for today's meeting. So, pakigawa nyo po yon, and then set your speaker volume to at least 75% high. And once you're done with that, please, again, answer the poll questions that are at the bottom of your screen, and then work out the status menu. If you're done with the audio setup, please click on the agree icon, and I will see that among the in the attendee list. Okay. So is everybody joining as individual participant, or is any one of you with some co-teachers, either in your school or in the entire division? If you're coming in as a team, please remember to type the names of your companions in the chat window. So we will have, we will at least know and acknowledge their presence. Know them and acknowledge their presence. Alright, we have one more who has just joined us, ianaris@yahoo.com. Would appreciate if you can introduce yourself in the chat window. Okay, so for your self-introductions, please type your name, your school, and your location in the chat window. Let me see. I'd like to monitor our friends from Kasama teachers who might be having problems logging in to our webinar room. Hanapin natin sila. Okay. Does anyone have a microphone or a headset? Please type in the chat window if you have a headset or a microphone attached to your computer, so we can hear audio, and if you want later on to share using your microphone, we will be able to provide you with the audio right. Alright, so some members have logged to our Kasama Teachers community site, but they have not yet entered our webinar room, so I'm now giving them the link just so it will be easier for them to join us. Okay, si Tin, let's see. Sige nga, subukan natin si Christine. Christine, I'm going to give you, I will enable your microphone right now, and let's see if you can get through with audio. Sige nga, Tin, can you speak to your mouthpiece now? I will just try if we can hear you. Christine? Oh, si Sir Mario pala is from Wimsu, Zamboanga City. So, paano nga ba yun? Bienvenidos, Sir Mario. Christine, I think your sound is your audio device is not connected yet. The mouthpiece may not be working. Okay.
Hello.
So siguro
Hi everyone.
ayun, kanino 'yon? Sino? Oh, yeah, Christine. Christine, yeah, we can hear you.
Hello. That's Mike.
Okay, say hello, Christine. Say hello to the entire Philippines.
Hi, hello everyone. Good afternoon po. Thank you for
Wait,
allowing
so
me
ang
to
ganda ng
join.
boses. Sure, no problem. You're always welcome. So, andito na naman yung mga friends natin from the division of San Fernando in La Union, ano? Isang grupo na naman sila. Okay? So, we're seeing just a few people logged in individually. We are actually joined by many others who are probably viewing or hearing us using their printers. Okay, so babawiin ko muna yung audio ni Christine. So we will save on her bandwidth. Disable mic. Okay. Alright, so we will be starting the presentation proper shortly. I'd like to welcome you all once again to the UP NISMED K-12 Science webinars. Today is our 6th in the series, and the focus of today's webinar is the sharing of experiences related to the implementation of the third quarter grade 7 science. We have an invited presenter this afternoon. We will be joined by a trainer from the division of Manila. I will just change into her presentation, so please hold on. We're loading her presentation right now. Okay, so you should all be seeing a new screen on your computers. So we're loading now the sharing presentation from our resource person. Alright, so at this point, let me introduce to you our resource person. Yan, we call Bam Intatano. Bam is a master teacher 2 at the Arellano High School in Manila. And aside from her job as teacher or as a master teacher 2, in the school. She's also regional trainer to the DepEd program such as K to 12, also UBE. Bam finished her bachelor in secondary education, major in general science from the National Teachers College, also in Manila. Her Master of Arts, majoring in Educational Administration in UP Diliman. Aside from teaching, she also holds different tasks and designations, such as being the division demonstration teacher. She is resource speakers during seminars, both at the school and division level. She also writes lesson plans for first year UED for the division of Manila. BAM is also a club advisor and covering the YWCA and the robotics club in their school. Our resource person this afternoon is actually a Hall of Fame awardee.
Okay, in this training, it was attended by more than 100 teachers from grade 7 teachers in Quezon City, Caloocan, and Malabon. They attended their training in Pampanga, so we were also the ones who conducted the training. Those teachers from Manila, Parañaque, and San Juan had their training held in PEU. It was a 5-day training for each batch, which means for the trainers like me, we were there for 10 days to share whatever we learned from our COT. Specifically, I handled the chemistry part of quarter 1 modules during the first day. It was difficult due to location, preparation of materials, but after a few days, we were used to what we were doing. Ng mga trainers namin ng head for the lab of and the second here in Manila is the seminar on strategies. It was held last July. It was held at Magsaysay High School, Manila, and it was attended by different 7 teachers in Manila in opposite sessions. Aside from public teachers, we also invited private school teachers to join us. The purpose of this is to deepen their understanding on assessment, solve program, and learn different strategies to improve our skills. Also a former teacher. That's all about the second session. The next one, we had the third training is the seminar workshop on physical program for private administration. It was held last September 2012 at High School and was attended by more than 50 from different private schools. The purpose of this training is to orient the private schools about the capabilities of them. I handled the session of science, starting them about the science curriculum of administration. Last, it was last October 2012 during method day. Another seminar for teachers conducted for full year levels focused on the following. First is the assessment itself, which was done in a plenary. And next is Q3 for grade 7 teachers, that is the breakout session, which is particularly on the physics part of the course. Wherein the physics teacher of the division were the ones who handled the session. We used the modules from UNED as source of activity. They discussed concepts and facilitated the activities found in our UNED module. On the other hand, for higher years, the topics given were taken from the guide from CEPED. Prepare the teachers for program. This training happened for 2 days, and the teachers were very useful, especially to prepare them more prepared for the technical program. And that was reflected in the evaluation form given. Those were the trainings that I part. Next, so what I'm sharing now are the activities I've done. Our I assist teachers in so particularly I assist them in format and visualizing. Since I'm the math teacher, I'm the class teacher. So I can suggestions to them on how to improve their lesson. I also we also conduct regular meetings here at 1 week before the start, or if we arrive. The regular meeting, which is only one, sometimes we have some sort of, although informal, just to share our ideas. The purpose of this is to support to each other on materials needed and, of course, on content or concepts. We also conduct peer teaching if necessary. We ask help from other teachers here in our school who are experts in this specific field. I am the one who makes requests to other teachers who can help the grade 7 especially here in quarter 3. We are not that much adept with our topics, but topics listed here are more physics, which are not included in our that is help from those experts, particularly I also answer queries on activities from time to time. How are we going to do it? It's a my pleasure to answer all. I also assisted the demonstration for the what's called this pictures that you can see here on my presentation. They just taken last Wednesday. Purpose of this demonstration is the creator. It was attended by our co-teachers and teachers who are their profession here. Other activities in the division. Actually, we are 3 trainers in our division. Together with me are Miss Olsali from Magsaysay High School and Miss Gloria Marcelo from we meet at least for the quarters the scope and going to show you examples. This will serve as guide for the number of hours. Though I understand that the students want to provide them this scope and sequence to help them in graduating per activity. We also included remarks or suggestions on how to deal with it. And aside from what I've mentioned, I also serve as one of the coordinators for training. The tasks included feedback, follow up on reports such as process, conducted because we only have one test for quarter 1. I'm showing you now an example scope and sequence wherein we did it in a tabulated form. We have either the module number, then a lessons or particular topic, and the number of days this is supposed to be taught. And under the remarks, put there our suggestions, what others they can do, what strategy they can of our lab manual. For given to grade 70, like what I said, that your teaching and collaborative work, that's what we're doing now. Share and resources, I do this. Also, our other teachers who have their we also share. Now as grade 7 teacher,
Hello, Bam. Hello, Bam.
quarter 1.
Bam, may I interrupt you just for a while? Bam?
Let's go ahead, ma'am.
Hello, Bam. Yes. Let's check again kasi sayang yung audio, hindi tara marinig. Can you speak a little louder now and we will check it from our participants? Sige nga, subukan nga ulit. Medyo, even from my side now, medyo choppy ka na at mahina. Oo, so paki-increase ng volume ng mic mo, tsaka pwedeng lakasan ng konti.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, sige nga, try mo. Test your mic now. Talagang napuputol ka? Sige nga, can you read? Okay, so let's ask our participants. Folks, can you hear Bam now?
So, can everybody hear me now?
Okay, so sige, tuloy mo na, Bam. Mukhang may maganda na yung sound sa San Fernando, La Union. Oh, much better na daw. Sige nga. So ayun. Medyo lumakas ng konti. Lakasan mo lang ng konti yung mic mo. Okay, sige, go ahead now, Bam. I think your audio is improving now and the reception also from not just this slide now. Dito, on your experiences as a grade 7 science teacher now, can we start from that on this particular slide?
Yes, so this particular slide that now is my sharing for as a grade 7 teacher. For me, the best feature of this modules are the activities and the discussion of concepts. From quarter 1, I really appreciated how the discussion of concepts began, and even here until quarter 2. Assessments not only from me but also from my fellow teachers in the division. Allotted time is not enough for some. There are some of us who took it too long to discuss the topic that we instead of 1 hour, especially in biology part. Even here in quarter 3, we found some activities that are really taking us too long to finish 1 hour. Like yet one on photometer. Although these are the modules which I like most. Module 3 and Module 4 of our quarter. I like list. Module 6, which is I guess it's because of the preparation. This part of our topic in our previous challenging. It needs too long to. Let me go back with the module. We found that I found it very useful, and their big time prepared materials for them to show sound, and they did creatively. Module 4, slides, like the colors of when I was having my training there in UP, found it so enjoying. That part, the students, they found quarter 2 modules challenging, and that especially when on the part of microscope of this. Aside from we have lack of microscope, we also have lack of time, which is specimen. On the other hand, enjoyed quarters found it like me, they found sound and enjoyable, sounding back and also for light, it's colors. Aside from the UP NISMED module, there are also other learning materials that I use that are being used by my teachers. First, the laboratory manual. We have a laboratory manual here prescribed by our supervisor. So in using the scope and sequence, we also integrate the laboratory whatever topic or lab activity that can be used in other topics in the module. Like sound, we also have that. It is prescribed by our supervisor. Books, I also choose books, several like extensive books. And the webinars that are doing help me a lot because especially since I became a member of the Kasama team, the recorded webinars and even the PowerPoint presentations are uploaded on the site. That's why I also what I do to improve more my self-implementation. I read books and not only but I share and see also whatever I search online and I also ask help from friends, teachers who are my friends who are teachers in the US. They also help me sometimes. I also maintain continuous communication with other schools, and this helps me with sharing of ideas. Staff, how can make I will maintain that, and not only here in Manila, but I also other districts because of course other my friends. Aside from that, attending webinars such as this also help me more. I can, like what I've said, I can pass webinars. I maintain the collaborative work with my fellow teachers by our Kamustahan Youth o nasa module. Okay pa ba? Kaya pa ba? What are we going to skip? Nagtutulungan talaga natin. Section part. My physical implementation, I'm going to other things. I can think that better than the science teacher. Pairing with the science teacher is already my advantage because I am a trainer. I received the first hand and I advantage. I can think better than a science teacher. First, because we already have the module ready for us. I was able to talk to other teachers and science. Until now, they science has this module. Module. However, the students still have a copy of it. Second, I support group. We have here in our division. That's why teaching and science are better. We have coordinators. We're in our task somehow lighter can say before my idea of that since my plan first batch of the 7 years ago, I really exerted my effort to research about it. Attended several seminars on it. My selection science teacher, trainer in our division. And I'm so thankful that I've been part of the trainers and my experience helped me a lot. Improve more, not only as teacher, but as a person because I know now the importance of having this in us. And I can now give my best support to our government, the implementation of our. So, believe, like what Miguel said, there's no better or great work than to our republic than to teach and instruct the youth. That's why with the K-12 program, I know I'm one of the best in our. That's all. Thank you very much. Good afternoon and mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Okay. Maraming salamat, Bam. No, your PowerPoint presentations have been our main reference. We really had issues with the audio right now, so I hope later on when your connection might improve, we will be able to hear you again. Right now, there are some few questions here about your presentation. Subukan natin isa-isa, no? There's one here from Mavic Rosales. How many sessions do you have for grade 7 science class in a week?
Section
Sa school ninyo, sa Arellano High School? Yes.
we have
How many sessions a week?
a session, science session per week. We have
Yes,
5
number of class days in a week. Yes.
1 hour.
You have 5. You have every day. You have science class every day. Okay, so Mavic and everyone,
Yes, we have
in BAM's school, science is taught. Come again? You said 5 hours or 5 days a week. Tama ba?
5 times a week.
Yes. Okay, so 5.
So there is 1 hour per day.
1 hour per day, so for 5 days.
Or 1 day is allotted for. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Bam, you can also type your answer in the main chat. So people are
Yes, hello. Breaking up. Yes, mom, you're breaking up. Hello, I lost my audio.
Bam, can you hear us?
Yes, ma'am. Although you're breaking up a bit. Hello? 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 Can everybody hear me?
hello.
Ma'am?
Yeah, yes, Bam. You're coming in
Yes, we
clear.
can hear you, Bam. Yes.
We hear you, Bam.
They answered the question.
So far, there are questions related to the curriculum itself for grade 7, and we have answered them all in the chat window. So at this point, if there are no more questions with BAM's presentation, we would like to proceed to part 2 of the sharing activity. Okay, so alright, so let's all thank BAM. You can click on your status and then let's all click on the applause icon for BAM. Okay, again, maraming salamat, BAM, for taking the time with us. We hope you can join us again in the open sharing. At this point, I'd like to prepare our next session, which is the sharing by everybody. So, dito wala na po tayong resource persons, kundi yung mga sarili natin. Okay, let me shift to that presentation now. Okay, so we're loading the presentation right now for the open sharing. We are providing you with some guide questions that can help us in this sharing. So in this particular part of the webinar, we will be focusing on our respective experiences in implementing the third quarter in grade 7 science. So you should be seeing right now a slightly different screen layout on your computers. There are right now there are three polls that we would have want you to answer. So we will see a profile of your quarter 3 implementation. And then you also see that the chat window is now up there in the middle of the screen. And it is now wider. So we can see better the answers or thoughts that our attendees are typing into the window. And then we will have a small sharing PowerPoint screen that you can see, just so we will have some talking points during the sharing. All right. So we're seeing answers to the poll. So among the 4 who have answered the second poll about who teaches the third quarter content, all 4 who have answered said that the grade 7 science teacher teaches the third quarter topic solo. Okay? And we also would like to see if at all the webinar that we tried in relation to quarter 3 orientation is somehow having some impact or usefulness in your implementation of the third quarter modules. So only 1 out of 5 has attended the webinar last October. That's specifically focused on the third quarter topic. Yan, so mas marami pala, no, sa mga attendees natin ngayon ang hindi nakadalo dun sa orientation about the third quarter topics. Okay, so, and then in so far as those who are teaching grade 7 science, may isa tayo dito na nasa module 1. And then, so one sa module 4, another one in 5 and 6. And of course, we have folks from the TEIs who are not teaching grade 7 science. So, parang iba-iba, no? May module 1, tapos may module 4, 5, 6. So, iba-iba yung pace natin, no? I think maraming tours yan, and some of that we will be discussing during the sharing in a short while. Okay, so let me just proceed now. Let me start some of the sharing questions here. This is how we are going to do this. You will see some talking points or some some questions on the PowerPoint. On the PowerPoint slide, and we would like you to type in your response or your contributions in the chat window for everyone to see, no? So, para po hindi halo-halo yung ating sharing, we do this one major point at a time. Okay. So, this first question is about, or the first thing we would like to talk about during this sharing is, yung bang mga dinevelop ng NISMED, no, na pinamigay ng DepEd, ng mga student modules and teaching guides, did you use them? Did you get the chance to use them? And of course, there are some corollary or subtopics, no, in relation to that, subpoints. Meron ba kayong na-skip or ni-place na mga activity or module? And kanina, si Bob nag-mention, ano, and at saka si Ma'am Jean din, sabi niya kanina na may mga activities daw na really mas matagal gawin kumpara sa kung ano yung naka-allot na sa teaching guide. And then, aside from these student modules and teaching guides from NISMED or from DepEd, did you use any other materials to supplement your teaching of the third quarter? So, kung ano man yun, pakitype na lang din, no? Para makita natin yung mga ideas at saka mga ginagawa ninyo. Alright, so pan, I'm sure, like you said, hindi siya ginagamit pa sa WIMSU. Alright, so at least we have an idea about the scope of the utilization of the DepEd modules. Okay, so meron tayo di tally of San Jose del Monte, problema sa module 4. I think this is in give feedback. What are they saying about your science class? Okay, so sige nga, from our grade 7 science teachers, can you describe your grade 7 science class? Pwedeng English, pwedeng Tagalog, kung alin yung mas madali at mabilis niyong i-type. And please emphasize, ano yung pagkakaiba nitong ginagawa nyo sa science class nyo ngayon at saka yung sa dati. Also in terms of resources available to you, of the targets, of the focus. So, lahat ng aspeto, no, na nakikita ninyo dito sa science class nyo ngayon. Mahirap talaga implement, sabi ng San Fernando friends natin. Pag walang modules yung mga bata, mahirap din for the teacher. So, but they're supposed to have copies of the material. So, maybe, kahit po may isang kopya lang kayo sa school, you already have access to the NISMED links to the student modules and also the teaching guide. Okay. So, there's a good input from Christine, no? She's actually saying that the topics that she used to teach in biology, chemistry, and physics are now being taught to her grade 7 class, no? Or yung sa first year. Nung araw, nandun lang sila, no? Sa second year, kailangan nilang mag-second year muna, baka bago matuto, o mag-third year, o mag-fourth year. Now, they're learning about those in their first year or grade 7 classes. Okay, si Bam din, echoes more activities this time. Gumagalaw yung mga bata. Oh, sagot natin dun sa grupo ni Ian, no? Ian ba? Yung module ng students ay supposed to be given to you by DepEd through your division offices, but the modules are also available from DepEd from NISMED through Kasama website. We have already been given the permission to provide that on Kasama Teachers. So please go to the K-12 resources page in Kasama Teachers and get the link to the student modules. Well, a good question yan, Sir Mario. Are the teachers ready for the approach? Well, not all of them will be ready all at the same time. Kasi nga, kaumpisa pa lang din yung iba. But I'm sure that during college work, they have already been exposed to practical work or to hands-on, minds-on, and hearts-on activities in science. Kasi kahit naman po noon pa, marami na rin po yung nag-i-introduce ng inquiry-based science even sa pre-service teacher education. Ang kakatuwa naman itong yung feedback ni Christine. Nagcha-challenge yung mga estudyante. Kasi kaya na nila sabayan yung ate at kuya nila sa higher years. So, both students and the teachers in grade 7 really realize that in the new K-12 science curriculum, they don't need the different discipline, the topics in the various disciplines that used to be taught at different year levels in high school are now taught at the first year, no? So, mag-uumpisa sila sa more basic concepts or competencies, and then they move up year on some more complex concepts. So, habang nagtatype po kayo sa chat ng inyong mga contributions, please find time also to read what others are typing, no, para may exchange din tayo. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just reading some of your contributions on the screen. Well, Sir Mario, iba po yung, hindi po lahat ng mga topics sa first year ay lahat ng topics sa higher years ay nasa first year. So, kasi nga po spiraling po yung approach ay hindi po siya lahat nando. physics teacher ang magtuturo. Kasi mayroon pang quarter 4 na natitira. Okay. Good question. Itong kay Bam, no? Tinatanong niya, meron po bang mga changes or revisions na mangyayari dito sa current, no? I think, habang nagpadala po kayo ng mga comments ninyo, mga suggestions ninyo for improving the different learning activities or the modules, the way these are presented right now, I'm sure titignan po ng NISMED yan, no? Okay, so, to Christine, actually since October, when we did the October webinar, we have already been providing the links to the student modules so that teachers can download them freely from the NISMED website. And the teaching guide, because these are really teacher-only materials, you need to submit a request form. We keep a list of those who request, and then we send these teaching guides individually to them through email. So, hindi po siya downloadable. Kung pinapadala po namin isa-isa doon sa mga nag-request. And then, once we already emailed to you the teaching guide, we send you a text message notifying you that it has been emailed to you already. So, yung request form po na yon ay may kasamang kailangan yung i-fill up yung telephone number ng school ninyo at saka yung mobile phone number or cellphone ninyo para ma-notify namin kayo once na email na namin yung teaching guide. Notice na yung pong ating mga resource persons dun sa iba't ibang quarter based webinars, ito yun po yung mga writers ng mga modules na yun. So, they've been encouraging us, actually, you, as participants or members of the science education community, to provide them the feedback, no? Bigyan nyo sila ng input. Ang sinabi ba nila na ganito dapat ang ginagawa ng mga bata ay nagagawa ba? Anong naging difficulty ng mga bata? Kayo din. Anong ang naging difficulty ninyo sa pag-facilitate ng mga learning experiences na yon for your students? Okay, sure, Christine, no problem. You can share them. Basta, bawat teacher na papadalhan, hindi pwedeng ipasa ninyo yung mga natanggap ninyong teaching guide. You have to tell them to send the request to us. And then we send it to them directly. Meaning, pag nagkaroon ka na ng kopya, hindi mo siya ipamimigay, hindi mo siya i-forward sa kahit kanino. Tell them, those who are interested to have a copy, to send us the request, fill out the request form, and then we will send it to them directly. Scoring rubrics for assessment. I think merong ganyang example for the quarter 4, sir, yung mga taga San Fernando. May scoring rubrics for assessing the different activities in the third quarter. Oh, yes. Bam, You're bringing up a very important issue. Actually, may problema talaga dyan because there are some division websites, no, DepEd division websites na naka-post doon yung mga teaching guide, and those are made available to the public na walang ka-password, no? So, yun ang talagang problema. NISMED has already brought that to the attention of DepEd, and we have been asking them to, to instruct these division offices na tanggalin yung mga resources, yung teaching guide specifically, no? Pero apparently, meron pa rin akong nakikitang mga DepEd division offices na merong ganun. Well, look at it from the positive side. Pag nakakita ng mga estudyante nun, then maaaral nila on their own, mas maganda yun sa kanila kung kaya nilang intindihin yung mga nakasulat doon. I think you now have another resource person in your class, no? So, pag kaya nilang intindihin, hindi naman natin pwedeng ipagdamot sa kanila. And even if there are some questions, di ba, parang may test doon, those are not the only test items or assessment items that you can make anyway. So, pwede pa rin naman kayong gumawa ng iba pa kesa yung nandun sa kanilang mga modules. Kahit makita pa nila yung sagot dun sa teaching guide na na-download nila. But really, I agree with you, medyo problematic yung, medyo may problema talaga dyan. So again, as I said, now, you as the teacher should be making your own assessment items, no? Kasi nakikita na ng mga bata yung sagot. But again, there's a way that you can really assess kung alam ba talaga niya ang ibig sabihin ng mga sagot na alam niyang nandun sa teaching guide, no? Kaya niyo pa rin na i-probe yun. Yung depth ng kanilang understanding. Oo. Kahit multiple choice yun, pwede niyo pa rin ipa-explain sa kanila. And there are other ways to validate actually that they have understood or have, gained the required competency. Okay, so tuloy-tuloy na tayo. May konti pa tayong oras na natira. Okay, Christine, I will give you the link later on before we close. Bibigyan ko kayo ng link dun sa request form. Alright, so ito, maganda din ito, no? Many of us, especially the grade 7 science teachers, the department heads, even those of us in the universities or in the TEIs, no? Sinasabi na ito ngayon ang K-12 science curriculum. Meron siyang philosophy, meron siyang mga key features or themes, at meron siyang goals na gustong i-achieve insofar as preparing our students for the world of work and for survival in a 21st century technology-based society, no? Ito ba nung tinuro nyo ang science or na-expose kayo sa curriculum na ito, even dun sa mga taga-TEIs natin, no? What have you learned about the K-12 science curriculum nang tinuro ninyo, no, for our science teachers? Nung tinuro ninyo 3 grading periods ng grade 7 science, what has facilitating this learning experiences for our students, preparing assessments? What has all this taught you about the K-12 science philosophy or features or goals? Ano yung mga insights nyo? Ano yung mga key learnings ninyo? Ano yung mga realizations ninyo? For instance, about the inquiry approach, about student-centered assessment, about student-centered learning, about the spiraling progression. Ano yung mga natutunan nyo tungkol dito nung tinuturo na ninyo itong 3 grading periods ng science na ganito yung features? Again, what has teach 3 grading periods of grade 7 science taught you about the K-12 science curriculum? Its philosophy, key features or themes, and goals. Yan. Siguro hindi naman kailangan sagutin natin lahat ito ngayon dito, no? So, this will get us started to reflect about what all these difficulties, what all these challenges, what all these successes mean to us in our journey towards understanding and appreciating K-12 science. Tama, sir. Agree ako sa inyo. No? Malaki talaga yung masishare sa atin ng mga teachers na nasa field. No? We really need a louder and more voice from the classroom insofar as this is concerned. Okay, so there are some reflections already, no? May mga assertions na kayo, no? Na nakikita, like Christine here is saying, kesa yung discipline-based, one science discipline per year level, mas maganda master teachers or even advisors of student teachers or practice teachers. There are some things that we would like to hear that you probably are already doing, no? So there are 4 questions that you're seeing now on the slide, but I'd like you to skip the first 3. Let's just focus the sharing on the 4th one. In what ways do you support the science teachers in their implementation of the K-12 science curriculum? Para naman dun sa mga taga-TEI, especially yung mga nag-a-advise ng mga practice teachers, in what way do you support them in their practicum work or in their preparation for transitioning to the K-12 curriculum when they graduate next year? Okay. So, well, in the interest of time, I'd like to wrap up our sharing this afternoon. I'm sure marami pa po tayong opportunity, and we will be posting this Sir Ayan, we don't know of any follow-up. We have no information of any follow-up training for teachers this summer. But I think DepEd is going to continue to organize school-based, division level, and regional training for grade 7 and grade 8 teachers. Okay, sandali lang po. Mawala yung closing slide ko dyan. Reload pa lang. So, you are seeing right now on your screens our closing slide. And there's a link there to the feedback for today's webinar. We hope, really would like to request you to provide us your feedback. So click on the link either on the slide or in the list of links below the slide, no? So pagka kinlik nyo yung webinar feedback, lalabas yung kanyang URL dun sa baba. So you just click on browse to and you'll get the webinar feedback. Hindi po siya mahirap sagutin. And then those of you, Christine and the others, our friends from other schools who would like to have a copy of the 3rd and 4th quarter teaching guide, you can click on this link and then click on the browse to. You will be shown the online request form. You fill it out. And then, mamaya, titignan ko kung sino yung mga nag-request, and then I'll send to you immediately between today and tomorrow morning these teaching guide copies directly to your emails. And Sir Mario, what about Q1 and Q2 modules? Well, these are also available. Hindi po namin, sa ngayon, hindi pa po namin siya nailagay, but we can make the link. We can provide you again the link to these resources. So far, ang meron tayo no, naka-ready na yung Q3 and Q4 na teaching guide, tsaka yung Q3 and Q4 na student modules. Yan. And of course, next webinar natin on K-12 Science will be in March. That's again the 4th Friday of March. That's the 22nd. And then this time, the focus will be the sharing of Quarter 4 implementation and classroom experiences. And then we will be providing you updates to the K-12 Science plans. No, ano nung gagawin sa grade 8, anong gagawin sa grade 7, ano na yung mga decisions or pronouncements or materials from DepEd. Kanina, there was a question during the sharing na nagtatanong, I don't remember exactly who asked that, na nagtatanong about providing summer sessions, remedial sessions for those who fail in their grade 7 science. Kung meron na daw memo. Meron ng memo actually noon. So again, I would like to direct you to Kasama Teachers K-12 resources. There is a page there about DepEd orders and memorandums. Nandun po lahat yung mga related sa K-12, and one of those is about that question about assessment. No? At meron talaga nakasulat doon na pag hindi nila napasa, ay kailangan silang mag-summer remedial class. How that's going to take place, anong mechanics noon, I think it's something that the schools already know what to do in consultation with their division or central office ng DepEd. No? So yung details nandun din. I think that's a DepEd order. If you want, we can provide you, lahat po ng mga umattend dito, we can provide you with a copy of the chat transcript if you're interested. Will you be interested in the transcript of our chat sharing this afternoon? Papadala namin kayo. So we hope na pag hindi po kayo successful kanina dun sa inyong mga attendance sheet, kindly type in the chat room now your email address, and then we will send you this chat transcript to those email addresses. And of course, the questions also, the guide questions, we will put them in Kasama Teachers and give you the link in the email. So lahat po ng mga attendees natin ngayon will get those details. And then, para dun sa hindi naman nakadating, of course, we are recording. This webinar is being recorded so that they can view the recording. Kahit po kayo na nandito ngayon, at gusto nyong ulitin o balikan yung ating pinag-usapan, we will be providing you immediately, siguro early next week, Monday or Tuesday, the link to the webinar recording. So you can relive the experience. Okay. So, may I know how many of you have already answered the feedback form? Medyo madalang po kasi yung sumasagot sa feedback form, but we really need your input so that we'll know well, how we're coming, no, in the webinar. Okay, so if you want, what I can do is I can share to you my screen and then show you, or just punta na lang kayo teachers, no? Lahat naman kayo ay meron kasama teachers, or at least most of you. Just go to kasama teachers, click on the K-12, click on the resources, and then click on the K-12 resources. If you click on the resources, there is it's there called K-12 resources. There, and you have DepEd orders, memos, advisories, and updates. Click on that link. There, I have made some annotated entries on the different DepEd orders. So, siguro yung mga hinahanap ninyo ay nandito. Assessment, selection of honor pupils and students, preparation of daily lessons, yan. So, nandyan yung mga kailangan ninyo, no? And the brochures are really very helpful kasi ito yung mga samples, no? Na pwede ninyong tignan. Okay, so I think we will be wrapping up in a short while. Lumagpas na po tayo ng oras natin. I really would like to thank everyone for joining us in today's webinar. Yeah, and our friends from San Fernando, La Union, I would like to request our team leader this afternoon, if we can request the teachers to fill up the feedback form. Sana po isa-isa para po mas marinig natin yung kanilang assessment of our webinar this afternoon. Okay. So, yung feedback form, sir, click nyo po yung link na webinar feedback. Pwede rin po dun sa taas, sa slide. Yung pong may surveymonkey.com/s/yc9n7vc. Click nyo po yun. Tapos, meron pong lalabas na form na nandun po yung mga survey items for your feedback. Kopyahin natin. Mavic. Presenters chat. Yeah. Well, actually, finalo up na rin namin sa office dati ni Yusek Quijano about it, no? So, ang sabi niya, napadalan daw niya ng memo yung mga iba't ibang regions at divisions na huwag daw i-up o kailangan daw nilang i-pull down yung kanilang mga resources for K-12. Pero hindi ko alam, hindi po ako nakakita ng kopya noon. So, hindi ko alam kung nakarating sa kanila yung instructions from DepEd Central Office na pinapatanggal dapat at least yun man lang teaching guide from the website. Bam! Wag mo nang tanungin kung saang division si Mavic. Baka malaman pa ng iba, pupunta sila lahat doon. Yung teaching guide yung mga estudyante magda-download ng teaching guide mula sa division office na website ni Mavic. Actually, we learned about that from one of our members in Kasama Teachers, no? Si Eunice, yung taga-Tagig. Sabi niya, napaka-resourceful ng mga estudyante niya. Nakita nila yung teaching guide. Tapos, sinundan namin, hinanap namin yung link na binigay niya, na-discover namin, nasa division nga ni Mavic. Oo. No? So, yun. Sana ingat lang, no? Ingat lang. Kaya kami, medyo ingat kami kasi napaka-importante po no teaching guide na yon na resource at hindi dapat mapunta kahit kanino lang. Ibali na yung student modules. Kahit yung mga parents nila, pwedeng magkaroon ng kopya nun, no? Para mahanda din nila yung mga yung mga anak nila. But the teaching guide, it's something else, no? For now, it's something else. Mavic, bulungan mo na lang yung IT coordinator nyo na in charge ng web o kaya sino yung webmaster nyo. Oo, bulungan mo na lang. Sabihin mo, magdaming nagko-complain ng mga teachers from other divisions. Okay, so, in a while, magko-close na po tayo. So, sana po, masagot po ninyo yung feedback form. Did we miss any of your requests or questions? Paki-retype na lang if we missed any of what you think, what you've typed in as questions or concerns. Please remember to type in your email addresses. Lalo na yung hindi members ng kasama. Kasi yung mga members ng kasama, matitrace na namin yung email address nyo. But those who are not yet members of the community, we really need your email addresses. Okay, so ulitin ko lang po, yung pong transcript ng chat, sharing natin kanina, ipapadala ko individually sa emails ninyo, lahat po ng attendees natin ngayon. Yun naman pong mga PowerPoints, yung ginamit ni Bam, at saka yung mga guide questions po, ay ipopost po namin sa discussion thread about the K-12 Science webinar sa Kasama Teachers. So you will also have access to those. Yung link po sa recording dito sa ating webinar ngayong hapon ay ipapadala din po at isusulat pala doon din po sa Kasama Teachers discussion thread. So, balik-balik lang po kayo doon at baka maya-maya po ay bukas o sa Lunes o Martes ay makikita na ninyo lahat. Okay, so the recording will take a bit of time kasi tatanggalin namin yung may mga long silent moments kasi tinatanggal yun, ini-edit namin para hindi masyadong malaki yung file at hindi kayo mahirapan basa or mag-view online. Okay, so meron pa ba? Meron pa po kaming nakalimutan dun sa mga hinihingi ninyo o nire-request ninyo? Kailan yung training for grade 8? Ay, wala pa po kaming info? Oo. Okay. Tapos, yung attendance sheet po ulit pala, paki-fill up, at least para kumpleto po yung ating details. Yun pong training about grade 8, kung meron man po, or sa grade 7, malalaman po ninyo dun sa March 22 na webinar natin kasi nandun po yung mga updates. We will be requesting Dr. Ferido, who is now the convener for science, to provide us those inputs, yung mga updates, ano yung mga plans for grade 8. So, balik po kayo sa March 22. Yan. So, ang NISMED din po yung gumagawa ngayon ng grade 8 na student modules and teaching guide. So, most likely dito din po sa NISMED gagawin yung training of trainers, and then it will cascade to the regions and the divisions and to the schools from this summer until October po siguro yun. I think may mga private school groups, Christine, na mga association of private schools na nagre-request din ng training, hindi lang sa NISMED but from other public school trainers, no, for those types of training programs. So pwede rin organize ninyo, mag-invite kayo. Links for assessment. Ano nga ba yung links for assessment? Assessment. Ano kayang assessment yun? Yung pang DepEd order, sir, or memo? Yung friend natin, sila Sir Ian. Links for assessment, if you mean the DepEd orders or DepEd memos, nandun na po sa kasama teachers yun. K-12 resources. Sir Mario, di ko po masasagot yun if you can join the training programs for grade 8 as TEIs. Yung mga trainers po kasi DepEd ang nagde-decide. But I think kung gusto ninyo ng training, pwede din siguro yun. Pero hindi kayo sasali dun sa mga batches na yun, no? It will have to be a different run for groups outside the trainers team na inorganize ng DepEd. Oh, ganun din. Same answer for Dorothy, no? You may not be able to join the training of trainers, but definitely you can request or organize another training for you. Lalo na yung mga TEI, no? Kasi ang training of trainers, ang focus nun ay really facilitating the activities. Pero yung sa inyo, na mga TEIs, iba ang approach doon sa mga ganong training activities. So, probably dapat iba talaga, no? Iba talaga yung training para sa mga TEI folks. Oo nga, publishing houses kasi yung mga nagsusponsor ng mga training activities ng private schools. Merong isang pumasok ngayon lang? Ay, Sir Mario, wag ko kayong maghintay na yung DepEd ang magko-coordinate sa inyo. Dapat po talaga yung TEIs may sariling grupo po kayo. CHED or through the Technical Panel for Teacher Education. Or the Teacher Education Council. Di ba mayroong ganung body? Ha! Christine, gusto nyo ng NISMED ang mag-training para sa inyo. Sana marami kami, no? If we can clone ourselves, we would gladly that. Imaginein mo, no? Gumagawa sila, nagsusulat yung mga NISMED ng grade 8 ngayon. Sila din yung mag-training. Ilan lang sila. Tapos meron na namang request from all over, no? Sana nga, maunti-untian natin yun. Oo. Makakarating yung mga request. Actually, alam na, no? We are really being swamped by requests for training programs on K-12. Sa ngayon, medyo hands up muna kasi we're writing the grade 8 modules and preparing for the summer training for grade 8 and yan. So, ayan po, mag-aalas 6 na po. Okay. May sinasabi si Dulce dito, dun sa grade 7 na experience, yung mga TEIs daw, nag-a-apply sa region kung pwede silang masama dun sa pool ng trainers na isasabay dun sa training of trainers na April or May mangyayari. So, tip po yun for Sir Mario and Dorothy. You can inquire from the regional offices of DepEd about the possibility of sending people from your universities or from your colleges of education na mapabilang doon sa mga trainers ng DepEd. Kasi, last year, there were trainers from private universities and state colleges and universities na kasama doon sa mga trainers na ni-train ng NISMED. So, since my experience na may president na tungkol doon, I think that's something you can also follow up doing or exploring in your respective regions. So, regional office daw ang kinokontak. So, kung ganun pa rin yung proseso sa ngayon, you might explore that, mag-inquire kayo sa DepEd Regional Office about the possibility. Otherwise, you really will have to look for partners para makabuo kayo ng isang training batch and you can request. Oh, yun na nga yung sagot kay Sir Mario, no? You can organize, but I cannot promise you sa ngayon, no? Isulat nyo lang po yun sa NISMED lagi. And I think, pag napag-usapan po yung mga dates, I think magagawa naman po ng paraan yun. Basta wala lang po ng conflict dun sa mga dates. So, the earlier you make the arrangements, the better. Okay, so counting down na po ako. We really need to close the webinar room. We have gone over time for almost half an hour already. Masarap yung usapan natin. So, dalas-dalasin po natin, ha? Dalas-dalasin po ninyo yung pagsali dito. Yung next month's webinar natin will no longer be NISMED K-12 Science, but we will do it for Kasama Teachers. Lahat po ng mga bagong members ng Kasama Teachers ay iniimbitahan namin dun sa webinar na yon kasi doon po namin i-orient kayo kung paano gamitin yung ating community site. So, in yung February 22, meron po tayong webinar. Ang tawag po ng webinar na yun ay Kasama Teachers Live webinar. So, see you there. Titignan naman po natin yung ating online community and how the community will be able to help us as science educators. Okay, so yung attendance sheet po, last call, at saka yung feedback form, last call po. You can get the link and complete it even after the webinar room has closed. So, kuhain niyo po yung link ng webinar feedback at saka yung link po ng attendance sheet. You can fill those up even after today's webinar. Yes, hasta la vista, everybody.